here with Mark Parker, the technical safety specialist for steel, and Elling from Young Masters Tree Service. What's up, dude?
How's it going?
What do you need inside of a chainsaw bag if you're actually going to go cut wood and do tree work? I know we got a lot of lawn care guys and landscape guys, and guys attempting to do tree work but not understanding that if you're going to go do it anyways, here's at least what you need. And William's a guy who straps himself to 100-foot cranes. He actually dismantles monster trees every single day in his business. And so we got two experts right here, right now. And take it away, Mark. What do you need?
So I wanted to talk about here is Chaps. That is probably the number one thing you need if you're going to be going to cut wood with chainsaws. So there's the 9-layer Chaps right there, kind of the Pro Mark ones. I have a 6-layer pair of Chaps right here that we've cut into to show. And then I have actual Chap pants right here. These are full pants, waterproof, real thick. These are awesome for the winter time.
I feel that's something important real quick while you touch on pants. These are not pants. These you kind of strap to your legs here and they cinch around the back. A lot of guys don't like to wear Chaps just because they say they're uncomfortable. They ride up on them or something like that, but there are also different options. So if you find one that you don't find comfortable, keep going until you find something comfortable, because safety's number one, and I think that's what this video is about, is safety.
Absolutely. So, I mean, and the differences between 6 and 9-layer Chaps, different brands of Chaps, I can't speak to others, but I know ours, this material right here, Avertic, is a great stopping material. It has a threshold stopping speed. This is 3,200 because these are 6-layer Chaps. These are 3,900 because these are 9-layer Chaps.
So the difference in the numbers offers just different layers of protection?
Yes. So the higher the number, the faster it stops the saw.
Gotcha.
So the industry standard is about 2,200. So to give you an idea of, these kind of go a little bit overboard of that. That's the advantage. And these also fully wrapped around. These are great for the winter time, especially if you're up cold weather.
I love those. I've never seen those before.
Yeah.
I wish they were my size.
Yeah, those are super thick.
There's a price difference. These are about $300. These are about $79, these blue ones, and then these orange ones right here are about $130.
So Mark, if I were in the forest felling big trees and I had my 880 with me, which of these pants would you recommend for the biggest saw that still is carried?
All the Chaps will handle the 880 just fine.
Wow.
It's what you are comfortable wearing. If I was going to go out this time of year and cut wood, I would be wearing these Chap pants because it's 40 degrees outside. If it's warmer, I'll wear the actual apron Chaps that what we have there. So it's kind of the difference of, they'll all stop saws, battery saws. It's not 100% guaranteed. I don't want to say that it's 100% guaranteed. Sometimes you can cut through them, but they will help reduce the risk of injury.
And I think that's what started our idea for the video today. Is recently online, Mark and I have seen a lot of videos of guys actually wearing Chaps and then taking a saw to their leg. And that's insane. I don't care what anything is rated for. Don't do anything like that, and don't take this video as our way of saying, you know, this is a safe enough product where you can do that. These are meant for emergency situations. These are not meant for you to go out and try to be cool with your buddies and make a video that's just, you know, safety first.
Yeah, do not ever do that. The way I tested these was I strapped these to a log, I put a towel underneath it so it would emulate the soft tissue of your leg, and then I laid a saw into it while I was wearing full protective gear. I did not cut into these while they were on my person. So I think we've kind of covered some Chaps and stuff like that. So we'll work our way up a little bit higher. Obviously you want to be wearing leather steel toe boots, or we actually sell longer boots that have the Chaps material in them. We can cover that, but you want to be wearing something to protect your feet. No Dockers, no dad tennis shoes, no flip-flops, no bare feet. I've seen it all. It's crazy. This pair of gloves right here, they actually have the Chaps material inside of it on the hand, which is cool, especially for you climber guys. That can help prevent an injury because if a saw, you're holding the saw so much closer to your hand, especially where the trigger is versus when you're behind on a rear-handled saw.
Yeah. That's where 2 hands on the saw really make a difference
Absolutely.
too. But as a climber, something that I always do is, and then it doesn't matter how expensive the gloves are, the very first thing I'm doing is cutting these 2 fingers off, and usually the thumb too. As a climber, if I can't feel what my fingers need to feel, I can't control my knots, my speed, my ascension, things like that. So I'm really waiting for Still to make a fingertipless one so I don't have to keep cutting into you guys' nice products.
That's interesting. I've never actually heard that before. And the nice part though is for you, somebody who's gonna cut that off, the protection's really here in the top of your hand. It's not here in the gloves, so you're still able to maintain dexterity with the gloves. But I understand what you're saying. It's important, so I wear this vest right here when I'm cutting because I'm able to keep my wedges in this pouch right here. I have my scratches in here. I'm able to keep a cell phone right here on my person, on my chest right there. And then also, if you see this big part right here, I'm able to keep a safety kit. So I'm able to have an emergency safety kit on me at all times in case an accident does happen.
That's a great idea, not just for guys on the ground, but also climbers. And they actually sell ditty bags that are not so much ditty bags, but clip on like one in their first aid kit. So this video is not just for the guys on the ground, they're for the guys in the tree too, because these pants, for the most part, the black ones can still be worn in a tree comfortably with the saddle.
So this, you can see, it's just a vest that goes over, but you're orange so people can see you wherever you're at on the job site, and then you're able to keep some tools on you that you don't have to keep in your pants or your chaps or whatever you're using.
Sweet.
Make sure you have a helmet. Check the suspension on the helmet, couple punches, squeeze it right here, look for cracking, anything like that. That's important to see. And then also, you want to make sure your earmuffs are in good working order. You want to make sure if these get dirty inside of here, we sell hygiene kits. You're able to clean this out. And if they get kind of gross or start to deteriorate, you're able to replace all of that for sure. So there's protective apparel, less safety glasses.
Guys, William just got a call right now. There's literally a cat in a tree and he's got to go rescue it.
I gotta go. I'll see you. Bye, guys.
William here, saving lives. Next thing I have is a whole bag. There's a bunch of goodies, kind of like Santa's goodie bag. But you want to make sure you're wearing safety glasses, proper safety glasses. ANSI Z81 certified. You'll see that right here on the temples of the glasses for whatever pair of safety glasses you buy. You want to make sure you have those so they're properly rated. A couple other things I keep inside a safety bag or a tree bag that I have. I keep a 2-in-1 file so I can sharpen my saw while I'm out there. I keep a stump vise where I'm able to have that.
Stump vise.
Yes. So he's got this cool little vise right here. This thing acts just as the same, but I'm not gonna carry this out to the woods with me. Are you?
No.
No. So you throw this in there. There's logs, there's stumps, there's stuff all over. Pound this in with your axe into a stump, and you're able to clamp your bar right in, and then sharpen your saw when you need to touch up your saw while you're out working. I keep a paintbrush to brush off any debris inside the saw. I keep Sharpies in order to mark on whichever is the cutter head that needs to be addressed first. I keep a couple other sharpening kits for different sizes of chain. I keep extra wedges in here in case one gets cut up. Some extra mix. And yeah, that really covers a good all-around bag for you. You should also have extra bar and chain oil. You want to make sure you have good fuel, stuff like that.
This is good. I like it. I need to get one of these bags because I have all of mine all in a toolbox and it should be organized in one bag.
We actually sell, so if you go to your dealer, we sell, they're like 150 bucks. That comes with chaps, helmet, safety glasses, gloves, and a bag, and eye protection. Comes with all of that. 150 bucks, you have a whole kit, and it comes in a bag kind of like this. So then you can just buy this on all the other accessories, throw that in the bag, and you're ready to go cut wood.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the whole kit.
Yeah, so this, yeah.
Sharpening kit. Sweet.
So this right here takes this right here. So this is filing your cutter and your raker right here, and you use both of these to file your raker. This does them both at the same time, as well as this. There's lines right on here to show you the proper angle to hold the sharpener at with your saw. So then when it's parallel, then these lines are parallel, and there's even arrows on here that tells you which way to push it. So you're able to sharpen the saw most effectively. So it takes you, so people will be like, oh, sharpening a saw is so difficult. Or they'll take the guards off of here, throw them away, whatever.
Nice.
People do that all the time. This doesn't allow you to do that.
Mark, show us some chainsaws. You brought some chainsaws. What's the proper way to start a chainsaw, to handle it?
So, I do have a couple saws. So,
You got a couple, huh?
I picked up this old guy. I'm a big fan of old saws.
Not this one.
This saw was made in West Germany. Right there, it says made in West Germany.
But this saw right here, this 031, I bought it off the internet. I just like the look of old saws. I'm not gonna run this saw because there's not a chain brake on it, so it's not properly and safe to run. But I just have it because I think it looks cool, and I'm just restoring it back to its original condition, and then I'll just have it sit and do that. So then there's this cool one, and then here is the baddest saw out on the market right now, the MS 500i. You guys have seen on Keith's channel, you've seen William talking about it. This saw you start differently than a regular carbureted saw. You can see you just pump the primer bulb 8 times, and then you're able to pull the starting rope right there. Great question, Keith. What are the proper ways to start a saw?
Yes.
So there's 3 ways to start it. So on the ground with your boot in the handle right here, you have your other hand on the handle right here, and you pull over. Notice I have 3 points of contact on the saw. If your boot doesn't fit into the saw, what you can do is put your knee right here on the shroud and pull over there. So you're still maintaining 3 points of contact. Then the third way is to start it in between your legs. When you're starting a saw in between your legs, you don't want to start it like this in between your legs at all. I was at a training and I saw somebody trying to go do that, and my mind about blew. I couldn't believe it. But no, you want to go in between your legs right here. 1, 2, 3, and then you even have 4 points of contact right here. So, and then you're able to pull the saw over right here, like that, and you're good to go. Those are the 3 ways to start a chainsaw.
Nice.
Things to go over before you start your saw. You want to make sure you have good proper fuel in here. You either want to use Moto Mix, you want to use at least 89 octane fuel, and you want to use our Steel Silver Ultra oil mix. Mix that 50-to-1, you're good to go. You want to make sure you have bar and chain oil, not canola oil, not used motor oil, not your turkey fry oil, any of that.
Turkey fry oil.
Yeah, it'll smell nice, but it won't be effective. You want to make sure everything's clean inside. You want to check your air filters, make sure there's no debris inside of there or anything like that. You want to make sure your bar and chain is properly tensioned, and you want to make sure your chain brake audibly works. So with this saw, there's no control lever, but you would want to make sure your control lever properly works. But with here, it's just a button.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. Let me see this saw. 500i. Yeah, I think I actually used this at William's shop, and this thing screams. In the next video, I'm gonna put a link in the description below how to actually take on and off a chainsaw chain and how to tighten it. This is gonna be awesome. Thanks. Anything else you want to add?
Be safe, have fun. Appreciate it.